Alright, we back. It's your boy Clips the General, and today we got another react video. But today we got a video from the Daily Wrap-Up crew. The video was called "She Said Women Are Worse Cheaters Than Men." Judging off the title, I don't agree. I think women are elite when it comes to that. But we're gonna get into the video. But before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to pump these out on almost damn near a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it.
Can women be players too? I know you had that down. What made you think about that topic?
Correlate.
Basically, because everybody's singing that song, and I'm just like, the lyrics are very detailed, like basically how a man would deliver that song. And so I'm divorced, you know, I've been like over 2 years or whatever. So like I'm in the dating scene now. Let's not get into that.
I'm very surprised.
About to say you a player?
Yes, I was divorced, you know, and all that. But my what is y'all definition of a player though? Like, what do you think a player is as a man?
I think somebody who's just blatantly just misleading misleading a person, or has a list of potential candidates that they know they're not going to take seriously, and they just misleading them, like, you know what I mean?
Right, and having sexual intercourse
That's
with
incorrect.
But we do got the
Nah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I believe what a player is a motherfucker that's up front with you. Listen, I got shorty over here. I got shorty over there. I got shorty over there. I've got 2 more shorties out of state. If this is what you want to get involved with, you can get involved with. If not, keep it moving. And you know what's funny? You'll have a woman that say, "Oh nah, she cool with it," but then she start, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this person, and then she realize like, "Oh nah, I can't deal with this shit." Then get pissed off when she go to him and say, "Oh yo, you gotta choose. You gotta make it." You know what I'm saying? It's either me or them, and then that nigga say bye. That's what a player is. I don't believe a player is a nigga that's just a fuckboy is a nigga that's just out here manipulating shit and lying. And that's what that is.
That's not a player. A player is a person that keeps it real with you. A real player is a person that keeps it real with you and have multiple options with you, knowing me
And
having multiple.
I don't agree with that.
That's
because that's how the Mac gave it up.
No,
He was real.
Yeah, a player.
And he had multiple women.
A player. Now, a nigga that's doing all that up, what you define, that's a dickhead or a fuck nigga or a fuck boy.
I don't
You know what
really
I'm saying?
think
So a player is a person that's playing the game that you know that the game is being played.
Okay.
That's why they say 2 can play that game. So you
Well, that's
know,
when you
know what
find
the
out
game
that
is.
he's playing though.
No. There's dudes out here that's telling you like, "Oh, I'm keeping my options open. It's cool. Let's date."
I don't think that's playing though.
That's being honest.
Yeah, I feel like
being
that's being
honest,
open.
being synonymous with being a player.
But because you're doing it with multiple
But he's
women.
saying it in the back in the day terms. Think about what
That's what makes it player. That's what makes it player. The fact that, yo, I'm keeping it 100 with you. I'm keeping it all the way 100. This is what it is. This is my Neo. Perfect example. Neo. Neo would be considered, that nigga's a player. He got 4 joints and they all know about each other. Like, listen, this is how I operate, this is how I move. If you can't get jiggy with it, then, I mean, peace and blessings. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go another direction. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's player. You know what I'm saying? Now, lying and doing all this other shit, that's fuckboy shit. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
he said. He's being honest about it. But he has multiple women. That's what a player was. When you look at the Mac and all those movies, the pimp walk and all that, those is what guys did. They were players.
Well, I personally feel like a player in today's society is somebody that, like, first of all, nobody wants to date with intent these days. So everybody thinks it's cool to not settle down. It's cool to like have multiple women and not try to be open with them, saying like, hey, I'm dating around, I'm seeing this person, or I'm just not ready for all that. A player is knowing that you're having sex with this person, you're having sex with that person, you're having sex with that person, and you're telling all of them, like, no, it's just you. Like, no, I'm good. I feel like that's what a player.
No. Once again, how you feel is fucking irrelevant. That's not what it is. Y'all just dealing with fuck niggas. That's what it is. You're not dead. You probably never dealt with a player in your life, because a player is a nigga that keep it players. Listen, baby, I got you, I got Shorty over here, I got 2 out of state, I got 1 down the block. Actually, shit, your next door neighbor's one of them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta learn to differentiate. You was dealing with a fuck nigga. You wasn't dealing. You know what I'm saying? It was a fuck boy. You know what I'm saying?
I love how every single side hustle expert says the same damn thing. Start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's a fuckboy.
That's a new term, but for me, I feel like that's a player.
And she said she based it off the generation that we are now living in, because things change with generation, so our terms are changing too.
Yeah, I can't consider myself a player if I'm manipulating or taking something from a woman or
Then what would
That's
you
not-
consider yourself?
a
Listen.
fuckboy. Yeah.
According to Urban Dictionary, it says a player, usually male, who plays with a woman's emotion until he gets them to have feelings for
Yeah,
him
that's
and then
Urban
ends the
Dictionary.
relationship the second they usually do.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
But look,
I'm just saying that's what that. I'm not
Okay,
saying
but
it's true or
even
not,
with
I'm saying-
even with that being said, right? I can make you like me. That don't mean I didn't tell you I'm fucking other women or dealing with other women.
That's a fact.
I'm still
That's
keeping
true.
it player.
I
You
think,
get what I'm saying?
I think it's easy for someone to lie and have multiple people, because if that person is thinking that that's the only one, obviously they're gonna be
you know
around.
what?
But to tell a person that you got options and they still there, that makes you the real player in the game. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying.
That's a
It
good
depends
point.
on the type of person you actually dealing with. Because for me, when I started dating my boyfriend, he was very honest, and I wanted somebody to be honest with me because it gave me the choice to say whether I wanted to do this or not.
Mhm.
You know, and some females may not be able to take in that because they too emotional with the situation.
True.
Me personally, be honest with me because I'm gonna be honest with you too, and I want you to be able to take my honesty just as much as I'm able to take yours. So if you telling me when I started dealing with him, oh, you know, I do talk to such and such. I'm not looking for such and such right now. You know, I'm just, you know, doing my thing. Cool. As we gravitate towards being around each other more and things start getting a little bit more serious, then the respect level comes. But one thing I can say was he was honest in the beginning. He was dealing with multiple women.
But I don't
So I
think I would
respect that.
define that as a player, though.
So
No,
when we say girls are player too, are women? If we're using that same context, are women
Yeah.
telling other men, "Yeah, I got
No,
a lot of niggas."
that-
I
that's-
feel like if I'm dating someone, okay, I feel like if I'm entertaining a guy, I give this guy my number, but I already was texting somebody else. We haven't done anything sexually. We haven't gone on dates. I'm entertaining this guy. I meet someone, I'm entertaining that guy. I don't have to tell either or, like, hey, I got some. It's not serious. But if I'm intimate with one guy and then I'm going to be intimate with the other guy and then I'm going to let one thing like, you're the one I'm pursuing, and that's playing. Like, it's not like,
It's called being a whore. That's what that's called. It's called being a whore. Don't try to dress it up. Don't try to dress it up. Stop it.
that's people's real emotions, like, you're playing with. At the end of the day, like, women can be players too, because all they do nowadays is like they want to be with men for what they can get. So if it's money, if it's the trips, if it's the Birkin, they're going to play that game to make that man feel like, oh, you're the only one and you're this and you're that. But they have this man that gives them that man that gives them that, this man. You can't tell the man that's spending $100,000 on you for the year or every month that you're fucking a little nigga down the street.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a wrap. So you got to play the game. So women can be players too. Men do it as well, because a man.
That's called prostitution, baby. It's called prostitution. It's just what it is. Let's stop trying to dress this shit up. It's called prostitution. Anytime you get, and I'm not willing to sit here and believe that there's somebody that is willing to spend $100,000 a year on a woman and don't get shit from her sexually. I'm not gonna sit here and believe that. I don't give a damn about no sugar daddies and all. Sugar daddies, they want some sugar every once in a while. So listen, you are not about to make me believe that there's a man out here that will spend $50,000 on a goddamn Birkin bag, or because I know, listen, I don't know nothing about Birkin bags, because I never plan on buying one. That's just keep it a buck. But to spend $30,000 to $50,000 on a bag and to think he's not gonna want shit from you, Yeah, no. It's prostitution, baby. Especially if it's 1, 2, and 3. Nah, it's prostitution, baby. It's prostitution. Stop it.
He likes, okay, trophy girl, hood girl, trophy girl, everything. She has her business. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's intelligent. Hood girl, sloppiest sex ever. He don't want to lose the trophy girl. He want to keep her there for when he's done with that girl. It's playing the game. He's playing a game, but the hood girl's gonna get feelings and trophy girl gonna get feelings, and then somebody else might come into the picture. He's playing a game. That's my definition of a player, not somebody that's saying, "Oh, hey, you know what? I'm talking to somebody, but it's not that serious." That's just you being open and honest, because we're adults. That's
just
being
dating,
open and honest.
period.
That's dating, right?
Yeah, that's
but if you're
dating.
dating with intent, when I'm dating with intent currently, so when I meet somebody and they're like, "Hey, what's up, shorty? You cute?" But first of all, I don't say it like that, but I put it on the table. I said, "Listen, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm not doing.
Yep.
This is boundaries. You have to operate within the parameter of this boundary. If you choose not to, you could go. I don't care. Don't come into my life and tell me like, yeah, no, I'm looking
So
for
is that
something
off rip?
serious.
Like, he be like, hey, hi, I'm Eli. Like, nice to meet you.
Not right away.
First of all, I'm dating with intentions. If you ain't got this,
I don't think it's off the rip, but I think
like-
that's a conversation.
I mean, it's a
topic.
conversation on the during conversation, whether we're gonna FaceTime or text or whatever. But I'm gonna be open. I don't want to waste time. I'm 31 years old. I've been married or whatever the case is, so I know what I want. So if somebody feels like, you know what, I want to, she's gorgeous or she's this, she's that, that's not enough for me. Don't trophy wife me. Be like, date with intent. If you're not ready, that's fine, and I'm okay with that. Don't fill my ears with sweet nothing. I can decipher when you're being honest and when you're lying.
Right.
I know. So don't, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not a player, but if I wanted to, I could.
So Ju, like, what's your rebuttal towards that? Like,
Why do women think that's like a flex? It's like, oh, I don't do this, but if I wanted to, I could. No, it's called having fucking standards. It's called not being a whore. Like, I don't get that. Because we all know it's easier for women to get sex versus men. Women control sex. It's just what it is. You may think oh yeah, I got shorty, man. I got her, man. No, she already made the decision, fam. She already made the decision what she was gonna do. So to say that if I wanted to be a player, I could, I'm pretty sure 95% of women can. But the ones that have standards and morals and some sort of values, they not with all that. They ain't doing none of that. So to sit here and think that was a flex, oh, if I wanted to do it, I could. Most women can. If you don't have standards, most women can. That wasn't no damn flex.
what she said about the analogy she made.
I mean, I could hear. I don't think. See, and it's a double standard, but being a player for a woman is never going to be beneficial. Like she can get all the glamorous or the jewelry or the gifts or whatever the case may be, but I don't really see a woman player. I mean, besides Kim K and like that, but these celebrities. I'm talking about these average woman player. You just getting ran through and passed up. You get what I'm saying?
Goes for the goose goes for the gander. If a celebrity can be called a player, then a regular person can do it.
I mean, you can think it, but are these regular women players really? I don't know.
What are regular women? Instagram models?
Aren't they? They're not
Right.
They're regular, right?
Right, and then there's the average lady that walks on the street. If there's a lady right now,
What I'm saying, you're looking at these Instagram models. Are they getting married and the whole
Right.
package at the end of the day?
no, but that's about playing the game. They chose
But
that.
you really lose the game because you at the end of the day you're gonna be sad and
But a
lonely.
man can lose too, because at the end of the day,
A man could still always give the access to marriage by offering a woman hand, right?
But
He can go to
question,
the next woman, right?
Let me ask you this: are they really losing if they don't want that for themselves?
How many women don't want to get
We
married?
don't know that.
I don't know if
We
I wanna
only
get married
around a certain
again.
amount of we're around a certain amount of people that we know like that, but are we broadening our horizons to say, do we know like this is exactly what?
Well,
we
I mean,
want?
Right.
if that's the game you play, then happy. But I'm saying, in majority, most women want to get married.
And I
Most
would
women want that companion partner to be with.
And I would agree with him because look at the celebrities now. that are reversing their plastic surgeries. Don't for 1 minute think that it's because that's what they want to do. They're realizing that that whole player mindset that I'm going to use men and I'm going to do what I can do is not working for them, and they're lonely and they're getting older and they're realizing like dudes are not going to wife you. They're not going to take you seriously
Right.
under those circumstances. So yes,
Right.
it was beneficial at a period of time in life when it was beneficial, but now that you're getting older and you're actually seeing like what's really important in life, and men are actually having more of a voice and they're actually speaking up about what they like and what they do not like and what they will not tolerate and having boundaries.
Right.
They are switching up. Or look at Black China and look at
Bingo. Bingo. Like y'all play this game like life is on. No. Bingo. Like y'all play this game like it's really a game. Y'all play life like it's really a game. Like, cool, you want to run around and do all of this nonsense in your early 20s and shit. But truth be told, the goal should be to marry young. Like, everybody paints this picture like, oh, I don't want to be tied down when I'm young. I don't want to do this when I'm young and blah, 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 blah. Now you're 40. Now you're 40 by yourself. And the average person, you hit 40 with a couple kids. Some people, maybe one, you know what I'm saying? Some people probably two. But you have a large group of people where you hit 40, you got 3 and 4. Who the fuck want to take that serious now? And I'm not even just talking about women. I'm talking about men as well. Y'all want to play around and do all this nonsense and shit when you young, thinking, oh yeah, I could fuck off when I'm young, and then when I get older, I could chill and settle down. That shit is not happening to a lot of people. That shit, y'all see these Instagram people and these people on social media and TikTok and shit, and y'all think, oh, that could be me. That's not the majority. That's the minority. That's not the majority. Y'all look at these Instagram and social media people and think, oh yeah, if that could happen to them, it could happen to me. Keep thinking that shit. Keep thinking that shit. Me personally, I got married young. I got married at 24. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought the goal was to marry young and grow, you know what I'm saying, and grow with somebody. At least that's what I thought. Because like, you hear the stories of people, oh, I got married at 19. We've been married 20 years now. Like, shit like that is dope to me. I think that shit is dope. Especially with the society we live in now. Everybody just want to be out here wilding and doing nonsense. I think shit like that is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly, I pray that my kids find somebody at 19, 20, 21 that they feel they want to live the rest of their life with. I would much rather that than, especially, you know what I'm saying, with the way society is now, I would much rather that than them just out here doing bullshit and thinking, oh, I'll settle down later. I'm a fucking party and do dumb shit. Especially my daughter. Oh my God, especially my daughter. That I would never, ever tell her, oh, yeah, you just wild out in your 20s and shit and then try to settle down later. Fuck no. Fuck to the no. No.
Michelle.
Kim K,
Amber
all of
Rose.
them.
But I feel like
Amber
the question
Rose, all
was
of
just
them.
more like, can women be players too? So in
To
a
a certain
nutshell,
extent,
yeah,
what you're saying.
I think so.
You can
Y'all-
agree.
y'all
They can,
listening to
but
all
they're
these.
not beneficial.
They listen to all these songs, but most of those women that singing all these songs
Got
about
men.
niggas tricking
Yeah.
Married.
are married and
Yeah.
doing whatever they man say at home. So
Oh,
y'all
okay,
keep listening
yes.
to it.
For
Let me
real.
tell you, I learned that Sukiyana, whatever you say her name is,
Mhm.
she's married with children. Did not know that.
Suki?
Yes, she
Somebody
spoke about
watched
it.
that?
Wasn't she just messing with that dude from Ray?
She said, my
yeah.
husband, yeah, but she said it. And I'm like, are y'all serious? And then my friend sent me a whole thing on her, and she was talking about it. But I could have sworn this girl was a
Can't
whole
imagine
fucking
a
porn
man
star.
wifing her with
I'm not
that.
even gonna lie to you. I thought she was like some freak lady.
I get what you're saying, but she ain't a good example to be talking
No,
about.
I'm just
Like,
I never said she was an
Nah, yeah, I get what
example.
you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
But I was just like, This
Yeah, I
is
didn't know she
weird.
was. I didn't know she was married either. I know she had a man or whatever
Yeah.
they came. I didn't know she was married. I didn't know they was married.
Allegedly.
There's somebody out there for everyone, so I don't judge.
Right.
It's true.
So yeah, like I said, I think women obviously can be players too. I mean, they might be able to play the game sometimes. Like I said, depending on what you want to get out of it. Like if you're just playing.
So
to,
would you value a woman that you feel like she doesn't value her pussy?
no, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying what.
Because that's
they
the
value.
first thing I'm thinking. Because
Yeah.
you want to be player too. I'm thinking you.
Nah, stop beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush. Just call it what it is. If you out here wilding out, the chances of you landing a man with some sort of stature or a man with some sort of standards about himself are slim to none. You're gonna keep running into the fuck boys you've been dealing with your whole life. Keep running around here thinking that, oh yeah, I could be a player too. All right, shit get lonely at 50. You know what I mean? You're not, and a lot of y'all look at these celebrities and think, oh man, they still lit and yeah, but they got money. They have, you know what I'm saying, resources, and they have a certain status. You just Jenny from down the block. Stop it. Stop it. Get your fucking life together.
Fuck.
Yeah, but what is the purpose of a man being a player to get as much pussy as possible, right?
But women don't care about that.
Do you
No,
know
I'm
there's
just- I'm
women
just
out
saying.
there that I'm sorry to cut you off.
no.
There are women out there who can have a whole lifestyle of the lifestyle and not have sex with multiple men.
That's true too. But I think when you give,
It's dangerous.
if you give multiple
Very
men,
dangerous.
attention, you kind of, and I would say it's probably a part of the male ego, but no man wants somebody that she's willing to give everybody a shot. You
That
get what I'm
is
saying?
true.
I want to feel special to, saying, I'm not saying you can't be with nobody in your life or not have a past or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying
You
if
don't
your
wanna know
shit,
about it.
yeah, if you fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry and you
Right.
just open with it, then I'm like, nah.
Do you know
I'm
that
good.
there are women who feel the same way as well? Because I like my man exclusive. I don't want no girl coming up to me saying, oh, he used to talk to such and such. And that's such a turn off for women as well.
But usually a lot of women would also feel like they can be like, oh, well, he's mine now.
Okay, but
Where
then,
a man won't
but he
say
used
that.
to be for Sandra, Chantel,
And they still say,
Alicia.
well, he's mine now, B, bye, 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 get out
Yeah,
my face.
I think women are usually much more, which is why they don't have this conversation about body count. You always hear men talk about body count because that's something that we value. Women
Mhm.
don't really care about a man's body count. They would prefer I'm talking about most women.
Mhm, okay.
I understand you might be different, but most women don't prefer that. Actually, they want a man to be experienced, and usually that experience comes with him having multiple
And
partners.
I got proof that
Yeah.
women even understands about the body count, because when you ask most women what's their body count, they wouldn't say. So you don't want to say because that man is going to look at you
not the real
a
number.
certain type of way.
Mhm.
A man, you ask him, he'll say it, or he, regardless.
I don't
Because
think the man
men
gonna say it
slut
'cause they
shame a
don't
lot
remember
at
their
the end
numbers.
of the day. So
I never knew a guy who remember their number this day.
Yeah,
man.
I
I
don't.
wouldn't
know.
want a
No,
man
bro, I ain't
who
gonna lie.
Remember they
don't
But
have
we
enough.
wouldn't
That
we
remember
wouldn't,
they
we wouldn't,
have
we
a
wouldn't give
body
a we wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But women off the rip, whether they know it or not, they be like, no, why does it matter? Or
listen,
whatever.
if
the
you
case may be,
tell
they're
a
not
man
interested.
you had sex with 2 guys, they're looking at you crazy already.
Yeah, you lying.
Because y'all
yeah,
are
of course.
very emotional and like,
It's not emotional.
how
Niggas
dare
ain't lying,
you
like,
give
come
up
on.
my vagina?
I
The
just
reason-
discussed it the other day. A lot of guys say they don't want to know. They don't care to know.
Yeah, I don't
want to
know.
know.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
if
saying.
you say 2, I'm looking at you crazy because I know you're lying. That's why.
You got to multiply that by 3 or
You
4.
do have women that are like old and are virgins.
Huh?
You
Yeah,
have
but
women that
no,
are
He don't
that's
want
true.
that.
But in today's
He
society,
don't-
especially when we
Right.
promote this sexually liberated, lifestyle, like usually women is out here exploring their bodies and the
Would
sexuality.
you be with a virgin?
Yeah, I would be with a virgin.
Would you be with a virgin?
Yeah.
Would you be with a virgin? But she's not experienced.
No, the thing is she gonna be? Is she willing to?
No, she's
do
not
things?
sucking your dick. 'Cause she
No.
don't
I'm
either.
saying once
No.
we get to that
What you mean
point.
she not? Come on, man.
We-
She-
She's a
What-
virgin. She's scared. Oh my god.
No,
No,
she's a virgin. That means she hasn't done the sexual
Yeah,
activity.
or
That don't mean
that
she's
mean
not
that she not
willing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
willing.
She's not. Well, okay. No, virgin. You know, virgin. Like
Tried to make it seem like, oh no, like they're scared. Like, we're not 17 years old. We're not 15 years old. Stop it. If a woman is an adult in her 20s, you know what I'm saying, mid 20s, and she's a virgin, she's simply just saving herself for her person. which I think is dope. Shit is fire to me. Shit is dope. You feel what I'm saying? And what makes you think that this is gonna be what when she finds her person and she finally gets married and settled down? What the fuck makes you think she's gonna be on? Like, women just be saying shit. You sounded like a 15-year-old when you said that shit. Like, stop it, man.
Mentally, they're so pure. Like, they're so pure to the T. They don't.
No,
even,
we also knew a virgin woman. She said she gives her man head because she.
That's not a
don't have to-
virgin. I can't agree with that.
Well, it's not.
That is not a virgin. That is a sexual act.
She's sexual act.
And she never
Nah,
been
but that's
penetrated.
That's still a virgin.
Yeah.
Literally, she's never been
What's-
penetrated.
No,
She's
her
still has
hymen
a
is
hymen.
intact. She's not a virgin.
No, no.
She's not a
That dick has never been in her vagina. She's a virgin.
No, you
Your
such
mouth
a
is-
penis.
your mouth is
No,
never-
you're not
I
a
heard
virgin.
multiple women say they use their mouth more than they use their coochie.
That's not a virgin.
Or their
That is
ass.
a Band-Aid. That is a Band-Aid to cover up. That
Or
is
their ass.
that's crazy.
Like I wouldn't have thought. I figured ain't.
So
Yeah, that's enough for me. I mean, that's enough for me. So, somebody who's never been penetrated is not a virgin because she gave head? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, man. Y'all let me know what y'all feel in the comments, man, because this shit was... Whew. Yeah, she's funny. She's funny, man. But let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this shit, man. I feel like she's bugging. She is bugging the fuck out, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video, all of that, man. I'm trying my best to, get these videos out on a daily basis, man. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. The ones that do rock with me, I appreciate y'all. And I'll catch you on the next one.